What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right. Victory Monday. What can I say about yesterday? The Browns pulling out their upset 19-17 over the 49ers, and the stats didn't matter, even though we dominated, in the statistical department. But the stats didn't matter for this one because you know what it was about? It was about right here. This game was a heart game, and we showed heart. All right, you had the 49ers coming in. They just blew out the Dallas Cowboys. They riding high. They got a haughty eye. They coming in, starting to fight on our field. Which, you know what? I think that gave us some little extra juice. We needed that. That's like somebody coming in to a man's house, okay, insult his wife, all right, and then slap his mother. You think he just gonna let you just let somebody come in his house and do that, all right? And this is what the 49ers took us for. They took us for some chumps. They took us lightly, and they just gave us what we needed. So we was able to respond. We came out with some energy. We came out with some enthusiasm, and we showed heart because we went down by 10. And normally when the Browns, when we go down by 2 scores, it's usually over. No matter at what point in the game, if we go down by 2 scores, the game is over. All right, but we were able to overcome that and pull out a win. I would say this was the best win of the Kevin Stefanski era. And you might say, well, what about the Steelers regular season game 2020 that we wanted to go to make the playoffs? Or then what about the following week, the playoff game when we blew out Pittsburgh? I still think this one is the best win simply because we were supposed to beat those sorry Pittsburgh teams. We were better than them. We were supposed to beat them teams. But we weren't supposed to win yesterday. That's one we wasn't supposed to win. And we were able to pull it out. And I don't want to hear about, we didn't have Deebo Samuel, we didn't have Christian McCaffrey. Oh, we ain't got our guys either. We on our 3rd string quarterback. We don't have no Nick Chubb. So we even. But we were able to overcome those things. We were able to overcome turnovers at crucial moments. And I'm just like, wow. Normally something like that would do us in. All right, but it didn't. Our guys stayed poised, and they just fought. So, to me, one of the best wins the Browns had in the last 30 years. There's other big wins in there, too. 93 against the 49ers, ironically, coming to Cleveland. They had just went to an NFC Championship game. You beat them. The following year, in 94, we beat the world champion Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. 1994 again, our last home playoff win. Bill Belichick era. But, yeah, so I like that. I like what we did against a haughty 49ers team with everything against us. No Chubb, no Watson, all the questions surrounding Watson, which was understandable. Is he hurt? What's the extent of the injury? What's going on? Is this Browns dysfunction? I think a lot of that rallied us and put us together because I had some of those questions too, and some valid questions. All right, but I think it brought the team together. So big win for us, and then next week on to Indianapolis, and let's take care of business there. But I do want to acknowledge that I lost someone close to me since I last been on here earlier this month. Someone very, very important, someone dear to me. One of my high school coaches, football coaches, James Fisher, Big Fish, Coach Fish. Wow. What could I say about Coach Fisher? He was the JV head coach. He did a little bit of everything, but he was someone that was near and dear to me during that time, especially growing up in a single parent home. As a high schooler, teenager, he was one of those men that filled in that gap and gave me some guidance, gave me some structure, told me what I needed to hear as opposed to what I wanted to hear, whether it was good or bad. He was a straight shooter, and the one thing I always remember about him is that he was always forward thinking. He always wanted you prepared for what was next, and he knew how to build you up. I remember first meeting him as a 9th grader, never even played high school sports yet, but he made me feel like I was a superstar already. He made me feel like I was a superstar already. And then as time went on, you got to meet him, just the rides home from practice, the meeting up at Corey Recreation to lift weights. This was after practice, after school, extra weightlifting sections. Then meeting up. Corey's in the computer lab, and he say computers is the wave of the future. You need to get on this computer and learn and work and doing those things. I liken it to losing a giant. I always say we lost a giant and losing Coach Fisher. So the thing about it, I think the beauty of it is, I wasn't the only one. Countless of young men that he took under his wing and just loved and supported and helped in a time where where we needed it, and he still kept up with me even after high school and even after college. Got a chance to see him last year at one of the high school games, and I had my daughter with me, so I was glad that my daughter got to meet somebody that was so important to me, and I just hope would be able to give back just a small amount of what he gave to me. So that was just huge. He was just huge in my life. So I miss you, Coach Fish. I love you, man, and I appreciate your family just for sharing you with me and with us and everyone else that you touch. So I just wanted to recognize that and give a shout to Coach Fisher. All right, so this is what I have for you today. Good Browns win, and let's do it again next week. So if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to share, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe.